Okay. Hi, I'm Diana.
Hi, I'm Angela.
Hi, it's good to see you, Angela.
Nice to meet you.
As you know, we've been here before. I wanted to just quickly go over the confidentiality policy with you before we begin, if that's okay. I know we've done this before, but we always kind of need to refresh our memory.
Okay.
And just mention that anything that is said in here does remain confidential, unless you say something that leads me to believe you might harm yourself or someone else, then I would need to report that. But as long as it's not something along those lines, you have access to your files at all times, and it's a completely confidential visit, and the information is confidential. So I just wanted to ask you, do you consent to that?
Yes, I consent to that.
Okay, great. All right. So how are you? How are things going?
I'm doing good. How have you been?
I've been doing all right. Yeah, this, as you know, this is not our first visit here. We've been here before a couple times, and we are here at Perryville Women's Prison in Goodyear, Arizona. You have been here for about 7 months, and you're working towards your release, which is really good stuff. You've not only communicated with me by phone a couple, 3 times, you've also sent me a letter, a really nice 7-page letter, kind of outlining some of the things that have happened to you in your life, and I just was really impressed with some of that.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Since I first got here, I've had a lot of time to think about everything that's happened, and it's just been a huge shock to me and my family.
Yeah, I can imagine it is a tremendous shock. It must have been a really tough thing for you to go through this experience. I can imagine how this must have felt really overwhelming to you at first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm doing better now.
Oh, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, the 7-page letter you wrote was really eye-opening for me and helped me to see some of the things that have happened to you in your life, to bring you through some of the struggles that you've been through, and you really are a strong person to have been through some of those things.
Thank you. Yeah, I worked hard on that, and I am proud of that.
You've finished your GED, I understand, since we were here last.
I did.
That's really great.
Yeah,
Really
I'll be the first one in my family to graduate, and it's a good feeling.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really great, and be really proud of that. I noticed there's also a child development class that you were working on. We talked about that. We'd set that up, and apparently you've completed the certificate of completion for that program too.
Yeah, I completed that about 2 weeks ago.
That's great.
And I think I mailed a copy of that certificate to you. Did you receive that?
Yes, we did, and it's been added to your file along with your GED. And both of those things, both of those accomplishments are really important and will be mentioned at your upcoming court hearing for sure.
Oh, good. I want to be sure to do everything I can to show the judge that I have learned from my mistakes, and I'm trying to be better and trying to be a better person. I want to be able to get my kids back. They are there with Susanna and Josh now, and Susanna says that they are really happy and that they are doing well. They are my world. I love my kids.
Oh, they're here, beautiful children. Those little girls are so sweet. Girls and boy. You've got 2 girls and a boy. They are doing really well. We did visit with Susanna and Josh just this last week, actually, and they're all healthy. They seem to be really happy in that setting. It's obvious that Susanna, who is your cousin, and Josh, who's her boyfriend, very much care about the children and are really taking good care of them for sure.
I'm glad they are. I'm so worried about being able to find a job when I get out of here, and also figure out where I'm going to live. I talked with my mom a while ago, and she said I could come live with her and my stepdad, but the phone number I had is disconnected, and I only get limited access to phone calls, and I've not been able to talk to her for quite some time.
Well, perhaps this is one area where we can work together. Does Susanna know how to get in touch with your mom?
I'm not sure. I think she had an old phone number for her.
Would you like me to get in touch with Susanna and ask her if she has your mom's new cell phone number, perhaps to let her know you would like to speak to her?
Yes, if you could ask Susanna to help you figure out Mom's number, I would really appreciate that. Susan knows a lot of my other family members. She can probably get the number. If you could call my mom and tell her I need to talk to her, that would be good. Maybe ask her to come visit me, and also let her know I really need to stay with them for a while once I get out, so I can have a safe place to stay, and she can take me to visit the kids at Susanna's.
I'd be happy to do that. Do you think your mom would be open to allowing you to live with her there, and with your stepdad until you can get settled?
Yeah, I think so. She told me I could come back here the last time I talked to her, which was a couple months ago. I really need to find a job and figure out when I can see the kids. I miss them so much.
Yeah, I can imagine that you miss them. It's hard for a young mother to be away from her children for such a long period of time. Mm-hmm. Once we know the release date, we will arrange for what's called a parent aide to contact you, and she will coordinate supervised visits with you and the children over at Susanna and Josh's house. As you know, DCS is sending you these monthly letters which outline the things that you have done so far and what else you need to do upon release. Some of those things include getting routine drug screenings, which we've talked about that before, at TASC or PSI, doing services with TASC, such as attending counseling, with TAROS, and attending counseling and completing your family services classes. Those will be really important things, and I'm happy to help you set those up.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Susanna came to visit me, and we also talked about some of the things. I am really ready to do whatever it takes to get my kids back. I never want to be away from them again. I love them so much and really miss seeing them. So family therapy or whatever you have, I'm totally up for doing that.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I can't imagine how difficult this must be for you. The fact that your cousin and Susanna and her boyfriend do have your children, even though she's a trusted friend and a relative, the girls are in what we call kinship care. It is a difficult situation. It is a difficult situation, and I can imagine you must miss them very much.
I do miss them very much, and they are healthy, right?
They are. They're doing really well. They're very healthy. As you know, the oldest child, Katrina, had some dental work done recently. Her foster mom really wanted to get her in for some care, and I guess the backs of her teeth were black. She hadn't had a whole lot of toothbrushing, so anyway, they went in and they did a lot of cleaning. They put in some fillings, a couple of caps. They were hoping they could save the front teeth, but they were not able to do that. And even though she's, almost 3 years old, she did have to have those front teeth pulled. So when she's about 5.5 or 6, maybe 7 in that age, she will start to get her grown-up teeth in. And until then, she will kind of be toothless in the front. So when she smiles, she has that kind of open smile.
Oh, no.
But she's so happy. She's such a happy little girl, and she's so darling.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't so good at reminding them to brush their teeth. But they are learning to brush their teeth regularly with Susanna. She told me the last time we talked.
She did. Yeah, she's got them all, little electric toothbrushes and water picks, and they all brush their teeth. Actually, she's having them brush after meals, too, which is great.
It is. It's really good.
Developing good dental hygiene habits. Susanna is really very caring and a conscientious caregiver. She's working hard to care for the children while they are in her care. Josh is also very loving and kind and very dedicated to this whole process. They're both very young. They're only in their early 20s. He does help Susanna with many of the responsibilities of caring for the 3 children. When we were over there the other day, Ariel is just really a sweetheart, but she wants to be held all the time, and that was an issue with the foster mom. She wanted to be held a lot, and so Josh has sort of tried to tone that down with her and made her understand that she can be held, but not all the time. And the other day when we were over visiting, she kind of started to cry when he put her down, and he made her go put her nose on the wall for like 30 seconds. And he goes, "Okay, give me a love." And she came back and gave him a love. And she goes, "Now go play with your sister." And she walked in the other room and played with her sister. It was just such an amazing thing to see that, because when they were with the foster mom, the mom couldn't put her down without her just, kind of screaming. So I thought it was real positive that she's comfortable there. They have boundaries. It's a really appropriate situation. So
well, that's good.
So other than contacting your mom and helping her get in touch with you, what else can I do to assist you?
Well, is there any way I can have my kids come visit me while I'm here, or is that not a good idea? I know they're little, but what do you think?
I can speak to my supervisor about that and ask about visitation. Since the children are 7 months old, 1.5, and 2.5 years, they are little. They are quite young. It may not be an ideal to bring them here, but if it's something that's important to you, I can talk to my supervisor and ask her about it. It is my understanding that you are being released in about 3 weeks. Is that right?
Yes, I'm being released in, actually about 2.5 weeks, actually. So maybe we should just skip it. It might be upsetting and sort of traumatizing for them to come to see the women's prison, to see their mother. But actually, I would prefer to wait and see them in Susanna's and Josh's home, where they are comfortable and feel safe.
Okay, well, we can kind of keep that open if you change your mind. I am going to talk to my supervisor later today, and I will mention to her that you've kind of brought this subject up, and what's the policy and what's the process? Is there a time frame on getting that approved? And just kind of see where we are with that. We can also talk to your CO3 and talk about what the rules are on that as well. And if you decide down the road that you want to see them, we can certainly work on that some more. But like I said, they're pretty small. You know, they're very impressionable. And if you're not going to be back in this place ever again, which I don't think you will, the memory of it might, I don't know. It's, you know, it might be better for them to have memories of you at your cousins and then with your grandma and other settings where they associate you with a different environment than that. Since they are so, I think it might be different if you were like there for several years. But you think about it, and I'll talk to my supervisor and ask what she thinks, and we'll be meeting again before your release, so we can talk about that for sure.
Great. Well, I really appreciate you talking to the supervisor. I can't wait to get up here and see them. If you can help me get in touch with the mom, that'd be good. Last time I talked to her, she said she might be able to help me get a job where she works in the call center. And that would be good, so I can start to earn money and save up for a place.
That would be great. Yeah. So your mom works at the call center now?
Yes.
That's awesome. How long does she work there? Do you know?
She's worked there for about 10 years.
Awesome. So she knows people.
Yeah, she does. So
that's great.
Hopefully, I'll cross my fingers.
Yeah. Oh, that's super. And she could kind of give you a little pre-training maybe too if you did get on there. Well, it's going to be important that you have a job as soon as you can. They're going to want to see you working, doing your services, negative drug tests, completing your classes that you have to take. You know, they're not complicated things. There's nothing going on that you aren't capable of achieving, but it's going to take a little bit of time. So it's important that we work on those things. I will definitely get in touch with Susanna, and we will figure out how to reach your mom, whatever that looks like. And if I have to, I'll just go meet with her myself personally and kind of make sure that she's aware that you really need to speak with her about, you know, when you first get out, you're going to need a place to live. And she's offered that in the past, and, you know, have her come visit with you and you guys can talk about that. I can also assist with transportation for mom to get her here. And do you want stepdad to come too, or how do you feel about that?
I guess it'll be okay if we can have him here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather just have mom maybe? Or?
I would rather have mom if we can.
Okay.
But if the stepdad has to be there, then I guess that's okay.
I don't think he does. If you're more comfortable with just mom, maybe for a visit, we could start with that and see how that goes.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, okay, we can do that. Yeah, I'll set up the transportation just as soon as we know your release date, and once I figure out where she is, we'll get in touch with her and work on that. I can also set up referrals to PSI for the drug screening, and there will be at least one, maybe 2 mandatory classes you'll need to take at Taros. One's a decision-making class, and there's another really great class they teach that has to do with budgeting and household shopping and balancing a checkbook and things like that. I think there's a couple of different courses that we can help you get set up with to help you become really strong when you're independent. You already are a very strong woman, and these things will help you as great resources.
Thank you. And what days and times do they meet for the Taros and the other class you mentioned?
I think they're pretty much every day, and generally some of them, like the one class you may only meet once a week. The other class I think you have to meet twice a week, and there's like 6 or 8, maybe 12 weeks. There's some different programs depending on your compliance, how often you attend and participate. If you do everything you're supposed to do, you can get done quicker.
Okay.
And kind of extend it out over a period of time, because some people are not compliant and they want to kind of give you the benefit of the doubt a little bit. But, you know, honestly, Angela, if you can just really focus, I think you can just do this and get on with it and get your babies back.
Well, thanks. Thank you. I really hope I can. Also, too, are the class sizes big or are they small?
They're not too big. We've attended a couple of them. We had a meeting at a tour for our student program, and there's some smaller classes. There's a classroom of like 12, maybe is the highest you'd ever see. Some of them were 8. I think one was 16, but that was unusual. Like we combined a couple of smaller courses.
Okay.
But they're kind of one-on-one. There's a teacher and an assistant, and they really do help you go through a lot of the different important information that you're going to need to know to prepare for life on the outside again. So I think it'll be a good deal for sure.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, I work better one-on-one and in small class sizes.
Yeah. There's one instructor there in particular that's just really outstanding, and actually a lot of them are what they call a mentor, who's actually been through some of the things that you've experienced, and they know what it's like to have been, you know, incarcerated and then to come out. And I think they make really great teachers because they have a lot of compassion and a lot of experience. So I think that'll be really valuable to you.
Good. Yeah, I think that's something I'd be interested in.
Yeah, all right, we'll plan on that. Now, is there anything else that you need that you can think of?
No, not right now.
You're healthy, you're feeling good. You know, they do have in-prison services where they have a health clinic and stuff if you're sick at all or anything like that. But
No, I'm not. No, I'm doing good, really good right now. But it's nice to know that they have one of those clinics
yeah,
to go to.
yeah, they have a lot of resources in the prison if you need anything, and it is just a women, so it does focus on female services. I think a little bit more maybe than some of the others. So I appreciate you visiting with me today.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you two taking the time to come out and see me and help me get set up with services and these classes. And I know these are very important, and I'm excited to start these classes and to see my kids again.
That's awesome. I know they miss you, but especially the oldest one. She's talked about Mama. She talks about you. And I know she does want to see you again. I'm so glad you're doing so well and ready to move on to the next phase of your life. Once you are released, like I said, I will come and visit you, and we can continue to move forward with services. And, you know, to make sure you are aware of upcoming court dates and meeting the milestones that you need to meet in order to successfully complete all of this and get your children back and get you in your own home and moving forward with the job and those kinds of things. You're a strong woman. I'm amazed at what you've been able to accomplish in such a short period of time in here. And there's plenty of people that come in and do not complete services. They just don't do it. They don't understand how important it is. And you've made the decision to do that. And it's really good to be commended for that. So,
Well, thank you so much, Diana. Thank you for coming to see me.
You're welcome. All right. It's good to see you. We'll be in touch soon.
Okay,
Thanks
you.
a lot. Okay,
Goodbye.
you take care.